Hey everyone, I'm Jon Jordan, your host for the show and the theater manager here at the Albert and Eunice Boscov Theater, conveniently located on the first floor of GoggleWorks Center for the Arts, right here in beautiful downtown Reading, PA. Welcome to the February 2025 episode of At the Movies. If you're a movie lover here in the greater Reading area, this program is for you. We'll keep you up to date with some of the coolest local movie theaters, offering some of the coolest programming, from new release indie titles to major blockbusters on the biggest screens around. Local film premieres, annual film festivals, and unique cinematic experiences you aren't likely to find anywhere else. We'll take you behind the scenes at some of your favorite movie theaters, showing you a side of them you've likely never seen before. And hopefully, we'll introduce you to some new movie theaters you haven't visited yet. So, grab your popcorn and sit back. At the Movies starts right now. Hey everybody, welcome to the Albert and Eunice Boscov Theater right here at GoggleWorks Center for the Arts in Reading, Pennsylvania. We are an affordable, state-of-the-art, single-screen movie theater embedded in a much larger, all-art form encompassing art center. Our typical programming is independent film, really of any kind. As the theater manager here, I'm in charge of curating the programming, selecting films to play, and booking them with the distributors. We work a lot with A24, IFC, Variance Films, G-Kids, just to name a few. Our goal is to really be as diverse with our programming as humanly possible, but also to maintain a level of quality that you can come to expect from the films we play. I'm obviously a big movie lover and I have my favorite genres, of course, but I'm someone who can watch any kind of movie and find something to love about it. And that's kind of what I try to bring to the programming here. Not every film we play will be for everyone, but we do try to play something for everyone. And at the very least, even if the film you see here is super weird or terrifying or emotionally heavy, you're walking out having experienced a unique story and a unique perspective that you probably haven't seen before, and in the most immersive possible way that only a movie theater can provide, and I think that's magical. At our concession stand, we're pretty limited on space, but we have been expanding constantly. The name of the game as of late is becoming hyper-local with our concessions. I'm a Reading guy. I'm proud to be building a community of film lovers here in the city. We here at the Boscov Theater are establishing ourselves as Reading's home for independent film. So anytime I can keep things right here in the city or around the city, I'm all over it. So of course we've got popcorn, we've got our standard movie theater boxed candies, but we also carry a variety of local soda flavors from our friends over at Reading Soda Works. They come in glass bottles, which are better for the environment than plastic bottles, but are also just kind of really cool and kind of retro. We do also sell alcoholic beverages, so we've got cans of beer and we pour cups of wine. We're actually working with some local breweries and wineries right now to get even more hyper-local products here in our concession stand. Our auditorium fits an audience of 125 people seated. It's accessible, it's got stadium seating. There are really no bad seats in the place. I've sat front row on a number of occasions, and you're not breaking your neck to look up at like a 90-degree angle or anything. It's nice, it's cozy. We've got adjustable curtains for our screen, which we can change depending on the aspect ratio of the film, which quite frankly I think is a really, really cool little attention to detail from when the theater was built. So if we get a film, for example, that's in scope, which means it's a little bit wider, we can adjust the curtains and make the picture fill the screen. Or on the other side of that, if we get a film that's flat, which is kind of like your standard 16:9 screen size, again, we can adjust the curtain so that the picture fills the screen. So unless the film is in some kind of weird artsy aspect ratio, which admittedly sometimes the films we get are, 9 times out of 10 you're going to see the picture filling the screen, and you're not going to have those annoying black bars on like the left and the right of the screen or the top and the bottom of the screen, which to me just makes it so much more captivating. Our projection room here is pretty simple. Audio rack, Christie projector, we've got a control panel for the automatic curtains, so when you come to see a movie here, we do like to pull the curtains open at the beginning of each show. I'm not sure really when that became part of our pre-show, but we still do it pretty much every single showtime. Then of course we have control over the theater lights as well, and no projection room is complete, in my mind, without Elliot and E.T. hanging in the window. Our theater was an addition to the pre-existing building that houses GoggleWorks. This whole building used to be the Wilson Safety Goggle Factory, which is how GoggleWorks got its name, and one of its logos actually. As one of the founders of GoggleWorks, the addition of this film theater was very much invested in by Al Boscov of Boscov's Department Stores. He had a real passion for film, and so here we are in the Albert and Eunice Boscov Theater, something like 20 years later, I think. What is extra cool about seeing a movie at the Boscov Theater, aside from us being a cool little independent theater, playing unique films, is that we are embedded in an art center. So before or after your movie, you can actually explore our art galleries on the different floors and the hallways upstairs that are also full of cool art. Touring the GoggleWorks building is completely free, so come for a movie and come early or stay afterwards to check out all of the art. Thanks for checking out the Boscov Theater, and we hope to see you soon here at the movies. Be sure to tune in here to At the Movies every month for a behind-the-scenes look at one of our participating theaters. Now, let's take a look at all of our friendly neighborhood theaters to see what kinds of programming they've got coming up this month. Hello again, I'm Jon Jordan, theater manager here at the Boscov Theater at GoggleWorks Center for the Arts in Reading, PA. We've got another jam-packed month of movies here in February 2025. Opening Friday, February 7th, we've got the Latvian animated feature that everyone is buzzing about this award season, Flow, which plays daily from the 7th through the 12th. Then, opening Friday, February 14th, we've got this year's Oscar-nominated shorts. The shorts are broken into 3 individual feature-length categories, or blocks, including live action, animation, and documentary. The 2025 Oscar-nominated shorts will play daily from the 14th through the 19th. Visit GoggleWorks.org to see which days each of these 3 categories will be playing so you don't miss out on your favorite shorts block. Then on Friday, February 21st, we open Emilia Perez, another Best Picture nominee at this year's Oscars. Emilia Perez plays daily from the 21st through the 26th. Finally, to close out the month, on Friday, February 28th, we'll open Music from the Inside Out, a documentary from 2004 that takes an in-depth look at the Philadelphia Orchestra. Music from the Inside Out will play daily from February 28th through March 5th. As always, we've also got some special event screenings sprinkled in throughout the month, including an iconic Valentine's Day date night. Casablanca from 1942 is largely considered one of the greatest romance films of all time, so we're playing it for one night only at 7 p.m. on Valentine's Day, Friday, February 14th. To sweeten the deal even further, all tickets are just $7. Pair that with our extremely reasonable concession prices, and you're looking at one of the most affordable and iconic Valentine's date nights in town. Tickets are selling quickly, so don't miss out. Get your tickets now at GoggleWorks.org. But maybe you're not a classic romance kind of couple. Maybe you want a date night with a little more edge. If so, we've got you covered. This month, our Director Fest film series is spotlighting the heart-stopping horror of Jordan Peele. Now, we don't always spotlight such recent films, but when we do, it's hard to pass up a filmmaker whose directorial debut went straight up as a Best Picture nominee at the Oscars that year, and with just 2 additional directorial efforts under his belt since then, has become a modern horror movie icon. Director Fest Jordan Peele includes, of course, Get Out from 2017, playing Thursday, February 6th, with limited encore screenings throughout that weekend. Us from 2019, playing Thursday, February 13th, again with limited encore screenings throughout that weekend. And finally, Nope from 2022, playing Thursday, February 20th, with limited encore screenings throughout that weekend. And all tickets to any Director Fest film screening are also just $7. Later this month, we've also got another local film screening coming up. See Ava, produced right here in the Greater Reading area and directed by Martin McGowan, back on the big screen for one night only on Friday, February 21st. The screening will also include a special Q&A session afterwards with the filmmaker. Tickets are just $10, so don't miss out. Support local filmmaking here in Reading on Friday, February 21st at 7 p.m. And lastly, opening Thursday, February 27th, we've got a special limited engagement of the new anime film The Colors Within from G-Kids. The Colors Within will play Thursday, February 27th, with limited encore screenings throughout that weekend. And that's February 2025 here at the Boscov Theater. It's a lot of movies. You can always find our complete schedule of upcoming films and events and purchase tickets in advance at GoggleWorks.org. We can't wait to see you this month at the movies. In February 2025 at RC Theaters, Reading Movies 11 and IMAX in Reading, PA. They've got a number of films now playing, including Moana 2, Mufasa: The Lion King, Sonic the Hedgehog 3, A Complete Unknown, Brave the Dark, Flight Risk, Dogman, and Companion. Also releasing this month, they've got Love Hurts, Heart Eyes, Captain America: Brave New World, which was filmed for IMAX, so it's going to be especially spectacular on their IMAX screen, Paddington in Peru, The Monkey, The Unbreakable Boy, and The Day the Earth Blew Up, a Looney Tunes movie. They've also got some special events coming up this month, including IU Concert The Winning on February 5th, and PJs and Popcorn. Save the date for a great morning at the movies with PJs and Popcorn on Saturday, February 8th at 10 a.m. Movies will include Dogman, Mufasa: The Lion King, Sonic the Hedgehog 3, plus more to be announced closer to the date. Tickets are just $5 and include a promotional-sized popcorn. For more information, visit rctheaters.com/pajamas-and-popcorn. And of course, they've got ongoing promotions at the theater, including Theater Ears. Listen to movies in Spanish using the free Theater Ears app. And sign up for their new and improved rewards program.
Hello, my name is Bob Trait, and I'm the Director of Programming here at the Colonial Theater in Phoenixville, Pennsylvania. I would like to invite you down this February for our celebration of Black artists. So this month at the Colonial, we will be celebrating Black artists in cinema with the following and upcoming screening and events. We will have the 50th anniversary of Cooley High. This takes place on Sunday, February 2nd. On February 6th, we will have a special presentation by speaker Todd Inman called When the Black Lunch Table is All We Have. And that is a pay what you wish event. On Saturday, February 8th, the day before the Super Bowl, we will be having a screening of Dreamgirls, which features Beyonce, Jamie Foxx, and Eddie Murphy. Now, on February 16th, we will have a special restoration of A Man Called Adam, This is a story featuring Sammy Davis Jr., Ozzie Davis, and Louis Armstrong. A very touching film, and we are thrilled to have a restoration of this on DCP. Now, on February 16th, we are going to be going the opposite. Instead of a restoration, we will have a 16 millimeter presentation in this very theater of Trick Baby. Now, Trick Baby is a story that is written and based in Philadelphia, and it's even shot by a UPenn director. So definitely want to come out for Trick Baby. It is rated R, but totally worth coming out for and seeing it in a unique format in this beautiful, lush theater. Now, on February 22nd, we're going to have a special documentary presentation of Nas' Time is Illmatic. And that is a documentary that features the life and story of the rapper Nas. Now, on Sunday, February 23rd, we have an incredible experience for you. We will be screening Oscar Michaud's Body and Soul, featuring Paul Robeson. Now, this is Paul Robeson's very first film. This is a silent film that is this year 100 years old, and we will have it accompanied with our Wurlitzer Theater organ. Now, that organ will be played by Teddy Gibson. So this is a full experience. It is a time-traveling event that you can come out, see a 100-year-old silent film directed by a black filmmaker who is cutting edge in his day, Oscar Michaud, on a 100-year-old plus theater organ in a 120-year-old plus theater. How can you beat that? Incredible experience. Tickets are live for all of those events. We have several others coming up for the month of February. Now, outside of that special programming, we do have a very special event on February 8th, the day before the Super Bowl. We will be screening Stephen King's The Stand, the 1994 miniseries that was directed by Mick Garris. Mick Garris, considered by many to be the nicest guy in Hollywood, will be here signing autographs and doing a Q&A. This is a full day event. You will get to see and talk to Mick Garris here at the Colonial Theater. Now, on February 7th, the Friday before the Super Bowl, we will have a family screening of Cars. That is in our largest theater. It seats 592, and we will have Pixar's Cars, the Disney classic, up on the big screen. So see it for the first time big, or remember what it was like to be a kid and see that movie at the theater, because it's going to be a very special screening. Now, 1 week after the Super Bowl, February 16th, for those of you that need more football, and you are definitely deprived of no football after that previous week, we will be screening The Longest Yard with Burt Reynolds. That is a 7 o'clock Sunday night screening. The next day is President's Day. Plenty of time to come in, check out The Longest Yard at the Colonial Theater. My name is Bob. Please check our website, check our social media pages, Facebook, X, and Instagram for all of our latest screenings coming up. And I have to say, our last thing I'll touch base with, on March 2nd, we will be having 2 screenings of David Lynch's Mulholland Drive. You definitely don't want to miss that in a classic movie theater setting. Thank you.
For upcoming movies and events at Shankweiler's Drive-In in Orefield, visit shankweilers.com. For upcoming movies and events at the Emmaus Theater in Emmaus, visit emmaustheater.com. While they are currently closed for the winter, I still want to mention the Mahoning Drive-In in Lehighton, PA. Their season is right around the corner, so keep an eye on their website at mahoningdit.com as they start to list their schedule for the spring and summer months. Thanks so much for tuning into this month's episode of At the Movies. Get out there this month, support your local movie theaters, and experience some incredible new movies. Whether they're new releases or they're just new to you, the way they were meant to be experienced. With fresh popcorn in a distraction-free environment and on a massive silver screen. If you discovered this program through BCTV, whether you're watching it on bctv.org or on BCTV's live telecast, consider supporting them at bctv.org/support. BCTV is Berks County's local nonprofit community media organization that enables programs like this one to reach and inform more people in our community. Until next month, I'm Jon Jordan, and I hope to see you at the movies. Oof, what's my favorite movie and have I experienced it on the big screen? I usually get pretty split reactions on this. But my favorite movie of all time is Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, directed by Quentin Tarantino from 2019. And I've absolutely seen it on the big screen time and time again, actually. I saw it 6 or 7 times in regular theaters on its initial release back in 2019. Then it was re-released in IMAX, and I saw it once there. Then the Mahoning Drive-In, shout out to the Mahoning Drive-In, played it as part of their Tarantino A-Go-Go weekend the one year. And so I got to see it in the drive-in setting too. So yeah, I've seen it just about every theatrical setting we've got around here, I believe.